So this is something that we need to do in calculus every once in a while, is get this and replace it with something that has trig in it. So we're going to substitute that x is equal to 4 sine of theta. So we've got the square root of 64 minus a 4, and then substitute for x of 4 sine of theta, and that needs to be squared. So this is going to be a 64 minus 4, then square this is going to be a 16, and square sine and then in here we have 4 times 16, which is 64. So both terms have a 64, which means you could factor out a 64. From here it would leave a 1 minus, so this would be factored out, we would be left with only sine squared. And then we could take the square root of 64, which is 8. And another thing is we've got a trig identity for 1 minus sine squared. So if you take the Pythagorean identity, sine squared plus cosine squared is equal to 1, and move sine to the other side by subtracting, we'd have that cosine squared is equal to 1 minus sine squared. So we can replace the 1 minus sine squared with a cosine squared. And then finally take the square root of that, and it simplifies to be just 8 and cosine of theta.